What's up?
The very good looking and properly trimmed. The host, the anchor, the superstar. We have Karan Tacker with us, ladies and gentlemen. So nice to see you, Karan. And welcome.
So nice to see you, buddy. Thank you so much, man.
Welcome to Kuch Toh Karona, not Kuch Toh Karan.
I saw that. Very, very innovative, I must say. But this is the first time I've been introduced as very well trimmed. This is
Grooms and all, no?
नहीं मेरी दाढ़ी उगती ऐसी है.
But ऐसी ही उगती है, naturally.
उगती ऐसी, naturally ऐसी उगती है. मतलब इतनी ही नहीं उगती बहुत ज़्यादा है. But
इधर मुश्किल देखो मतलब like I have to shape it एकदम properly and yet it is like this. In your case,
that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. Job well done.
This is the wonderful use of the Philips trimmer that I have. Anybody from Philips watching this, please note that
it makes two of us. I use the Philips trimmer myself.
So anybody who's watching this from Philips, please sponsor the show. We are looking for sponsors all the time.
I hope that works out for you, man.
But Karan, you've been an inspiration to so many young people. These days, Karan is also pretty much like me only. We both don't have anything to do. So then we decided that we'll talk to each other.
Why not, man? Why not? It's always nice. No, but I honestly, if you ask me, bro, I'm actually enjoying this time going live with everybody. Because the fact of the matter is that there is so much time and there's nothing to do. And that's not an excuse for being live, but it's a very nice, constructive way to kind of be in touch, interact with different people. And most importantly, just be in touch with the fans. So it's cool. I like it. I like your view in the back, man. Where do you live?
I know. Where do I live? I'll come to that. But I know that you're a busy man. Let me just clarify this. I was just on a lighter note saying this. We've been chasing this guy since so many years, and finally he's come on screen. So I'm very grateful, and I'm thankful to the pandemic because now we've got Karan Tacker on screen. And
no, I'll be very honest with you. Sorry, I'm cutting you. I think it's my insecurity of feeling that I'm not as intellectual as to be on an Iman chat. So I feel like I'm a little updated. I've read all the happenings in the news of today and what's happening in the world, just to kind of not embarrass myself as much. So I think that's one of the reasons.
Listen, if you would have seen one episode of Kuch Toh Karona, you would have realized that our IQ.
That I should have come on this much earlier.
But I need to say hello to Samira Reddy. Samira Reddy is on the show, so hi Samira.
Oh, did she join in? Sorry, I missed that. What's up, Samira? I'm loving your Instagram updates. They're pretty cool.
And to answer you about the backdrop, the backdrop is a painting that I've made. I tell everyone. Some of the guests believe it, the others don't believe it.
I thought my take is that you are totally like playing Jimmy Fallon right now because he's got this entire backdrop of LA and New York constantly. So I was like, not bad, man. I can see the Queen's necklace. It's quite pretty.
See, I can't be Jimmy Fallon, so at least let me copy the backdrop.
Why not? Why not?
But tell me, how have you been spending your quarantine? What's been keeping you busy?
Depends. I have my days. Like today, I'm actually fried, if you ask me, and I'm trying to do whatever I can to get out of it, but it's very tough. Some days when your mind's just not working and it's just not in the place it needs to be. So I've tried to watch TV today. It's not worked. I've tried to watch a couple of masterclasses. That's actually what really engaged me today because I was watching a masterclass of Natalie Portman, where she talks about acting and things to do with that. So that's what kept me busy today. I just came back from a mini run/walk. That's what I do in the evenings. I work out in the morning. So I do like 2 workouts a day. I try to fit in as much work time in the afternoon. So post lunch to before dinner is when I fit in what I want to read for the day, what I want to do to kind of self-educate myself. And pre-dinner is also like a good time to kind of get a little sozzled for the rest of the evening. So I do a little bit of that. So it's each day as it comes. Quite frankly, there's no one standard way to kind of do this.
Is sozzled,
because the fact of the matter
is sozzled. Sorry to interrupt, but is sozzled being utilized as an alternative to the word inabbreviated because it is a.
In a way, I think I'm also the most well-stocked person in this pandemic.
of course, on a lighter note, because now you've read the entire newspaper, I want you to answer me this very difficult question, okay? Because you've read everything.
Hit it.
So, and because you think this is an intellectual platform. That's what I really want you to know.
No, now I'm questioning it with your hairstyle. With the goatee and the hair, I feel like I should have come on this much earlier. So I kid you not. I was on a call right now, and when I was walking, I was on a call, and I asked my friend, I was like, listen, I have to go live with Ayman. I'm down wearing a bandana and I'm running and I'm all sweaty. You think I should can I put on a bandana? Or should I do my hair, just clean myself? She's like, no, don't do it. She's like, it's Ayman. So I was like, fine. So I quickly just washed my face before this. That's the reason I came in 5 minutes late. And I combed my hair. I was like, chalo, theek hai, thoda decent lagna chahiye. But I should have seen.
But look at me.
I should have seen what you're doing.
This is a waste. This is a waste. You should have
we would have matched better. True.
I know. See, this is the problem. People make this misconception of before coming to Ayman thinking that it's a very intellectual platform. It is, by the way. All the kids are really smart. The only idiot is me. So if you actually see a conference take place, it's actually really smart kids doing stuff. But because of the pandemic, we're just behaving like clowns. Because there's so much negativity otherwise, So we got the likes of Devendra Fadnavis and Shashi Tharoor to also behave like clowns.
No comments on that. I can just laugh on it.
Eventually, the only person who behaved like a clown in that show was me. But the idea was...
I have to see this one. Send it to me. Inbox it to me later. I'll watch it.
I will send you a DM. But no, quite honestly, what do you think is the biggest upside of the pandemic? See, I have to ask a few serious questions. Otherwise, you think this will...
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll become like...
I have my answers ready, bro. I think the one thing that's good that's coming out of the pandemic, and this is not something that I've just read up and I'm saying this, but genuinely I feel like the pollution's cleared up all around the world. I feel it's very interesting that this has happened, so people will realize how we can sustain without most of the things that we feel we can't live without. That kind of dependability, I think, is just going to diminish. Also, everybody that started working from home and all companies that have started working from home they're all going to realize that there's a whole lot of expense, there's a whole lot of infrastructural cost, pollution that everybody is creating, that is all going to be curbed after all this is down. I mean, at least that's what I assume. And
No, and are you looking to invest? Are you looking to invest in the oil business? Because it's the best time to invest in the oil business.
But you can't invest in the oil business. That's the thing. See, now that's the funny part. Yeah.
This was a trick question, and you answered really well, ladies and gentlemen. This is our next ambassador. This is our next ambassador to the United States of America.
No, but I'll be surprised if somebody doesn't know that.
No, but I'm surprised you didn't say anything about being appointed as the next ambassador to the United States. Nobody wants to go to USA anymore.
I mean, I have my own take on that.
Unless, of course, you were planning to go to the Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association and not the United States of America.
Most definitely not. That US I'll kind of stay out of. But so I mean, it's actually an interesting time. It's unfortunate that it comes at the price of people dying. Because that's what's making us realize what we actually need to do with the world. But whatever good can come out of it, I think that's what we're supposed to take from it.
Listen, don't start sounding smart and then be good looking. Then it becomes a problem for people like me.
Hey, it's why I don't get a job, man. They don't need smart, good looking actors anymore.
Talking about the job and talking about Kuch Toh Karona, this is the second segment of what we do. I really recommend everyone to watch Special Ops. I think it's a fantastic thing that you've done out there.
Have you seen it yourself?
I was given a script to read, and I'm currently referring to the script as we speak.
You're a liar. You're totally lying. No, but you should watch it. It's a cool show. And for everybody that's watched it, thank you so much. For the ones that I haven't, we're soon to become India's biggest OTT show ever. So it's not too late. Yeah, seriously. It's one of the most. It's actually going to become the most viewed show ever in the history of Indian OTT shows. Yeah, I'm saying that as unpompously as possible. Hey, that's not a painting in the back, man. That's legit, guys. I just saw lights come on.
Yeah, it's legit, guys.
Sweet.
It's legitimately the little piece, the little slice of heaven that I enjoy. That's the only slice of heaven that I enjoy.
Must be gorgeous at this time because I can see the sea from my end as well. So every day the sunset just looks amazing.
Yeah, this is the best time of the day, and that's why I utilize this spot in order to talk. So, but the rubbish that I say, is compensated with the view behind. Like, it compensates for
buddy, you would actually make a very good host for TV. I'm serious. I'm not joking, man. You should actually take this up.
When you reject the job, that time when they ask you to refer someone, please give my name and number.
I 100% will. No, you've got a good hang at this, man. It's good. Not a lot of people are able to do it.
Thank you. This guy is the best guest that we've ever got. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that we make a special note of this. And every I'm on conference, in order to introduce me, I want Karan Tacker.
No, and actually, I want to make it to one of your conferences the next time that it's happening.
Please. I think a lot
should be interesting.
People. No, and talking about your show, coming back to your show, actually, the reason why I keep mentioning it is, apart from the second segment of what we do is called Kuch Toh Karona.
Okay.
So, apart from watching your show, which I'm pretty sure is going to be very interesting and will keep people hooked onto it. What else do you recommend young people can do sitting at home?
See, it really depends on what your interest is. But what I find fascinating is that if you can find yourself to get productive, because that's the most difficult thing to do. Because when the whole world's on pause and there's a whole sense of sluggishness to even get to the shower. It's true, man. It's true. But like on a new instrument, because I don't think I'm emotionally stable at the moment to kind of go through failure of any kind. So I want to do something that I enjoy and something that I'm good at, and I want to better it. So I think that's a nice approach to have, because I remember that in the first few weeks, suddenly everybody was going crazy, posting videos of learning an instrument or doing something new and going crazy on the gram about it. But I feel now that everybody's kind of settled in with the sense of validation that you need from the social media world, I feel it's actually time to kind of go and invest into yourself. So I've joined this very cool app. It's called Masterclass, which is actually gifted to me on one of my birthdays by a friend of mine. And it's fantastic. There's so much to learn from people who know what they're doing. In fact, even YouTube is an amazing platform to kind of just go out there, just type in anything and just learn a little bit. It could be a skill. It could be listening to some successful people. It could be documentaries. I think anything that keeps your mind productive, keeps it sharp, keeps it going is a nice thing to do. Because this time is a little demoralizing and it sort of does bring you down. For me, especially because, I'm somebody who craves to work. So if I can't get to work and especially my kind of work requires a co-actor in general or a director or somebody else.
Correct.
So kind of doing anything in solitude is very tough. So yesterday I kind of, I sent an audition for 3 scenes, so which was very interesting. It makes it the most productive that you can. Also, like I was telling you earlier, that just the self-sustainability is becoming so fascinating. I never thought that I could probably, and I'm not saying this pompously, but I could do a 2-people scene without my co-actor, just using my imagination of what it's going to sound like to kind of give cues. So I think that repartee really helped me kind of think today, and that thinking has allowed me to kind of open a new facet into my understanding of what I do. So I don't know, whatever works for somebody in your field.
This guy is a very modest guy. He's very, very modest.
No, it's not a modest. I feel at times.
I'm putting your leg.
No, I'm genuinely saying this. And I you'll often find me quoting this. If we ever hang out, that honesty is better than modesty, because you never know that something that you managed to kind of crack and you figured a way around it. If your process is something that you can put out there and it works for somebody else, you might have just touched another life and inspired somebody in a way that they probably couldn't do themselves. So, that's what I kind of live by.
Yeah, super. This is that's, and I think the masterclass is a great thing to watch, because especially you're learning a new skill, plus you're seeing Natalie Portman teaching you acting. So
that is true. She's really cute, man.
So I think
I'd watch Natalie Portman teach me anything, buddy.
So I think you're optimizing your time in lockdown by learning a new skill and better honing the existing skills that you have.
Yes.
So, and that's something that you recommend young people also do.
Yeah.
I started with making. I started with setting my hair right, and then eventually I realized that there's so much of hair growth, then there's no point.
Now tell me about it, man. I just figured how to do my sideburns this morning, so I kind of cut this part, so I'm not looking like a 70s hero anymore. Otherwise, this hair was grown till here. So all these things are taking quite a long time. But what I don't understand is, and this is in all honesty, this is not me joking, is guys and girls who are cutting their hair on their own. I don't get it. I don't get it
How?
because I feel it's just been 30 days. Usually everybody kind of gets a haircut in about a month or 40 days. So I don't
Correct.
understand what's the fascination to kind of do it yourself and look half baked. So, yeah.
Half, listen, I don't know who told you, let you in on the secret. Half baked is the kind of food I make. So,
Oh, so does my sister.
if she's hearing this, I'm
No,
sure you're
I
going
do.
hungry
I'm
tonight.
going to get smacked.
but but you've been doing some phenomenal stuff even
Yeah.
otherwise. The fact that you utilize your social media not just to post this,
Yeah.
there's this television actor called Riddhi Dogra. She utilizes her
Right.
social media to spread to talk about sensible stuff, and I see that's
Right.
very rarely happening
Right.
in whether it be television or cinema, stuff like that. Your thoughts
Yeah.
on utilizing your reach, because see, you're a famous guy, right? If I talk about something, nobody's going to listen. But if you talk about stuff, then
That's
people
actually
will.
not true. I feel people who are, I feel everybody has a certain audience, right? You've got your friends, you've got people that you can touch. You're like a very enterprising guy and you're very upbeat. I think just be yourself, do what kind of feeds your soul. You put it out there, and if people are enjoying that consumption, they'll follow you and they'll probably replicate it in whatever way they can in their life. If they don't like it, they'll unfollow you. But at least you'll be true to yourself. I think that's the most important thing to do on
That-
as far as social media.
But let me take you to the last part
Yeah.
of the show, which is a fun rapid fire,
Okay.
which I need to ask you quick questions which you're expected to answer really, really quickly.
Absolutely, hit it, man.
Super. So your favorite co-star to work with?
My favorite co-star to work with up until now has been Neeraj Pandey.
And your favorite Hollywood actor?
My favorite Hollywood actor, Leonardo DiCaprio at the moment.
Of course.
Yeah.
And your favorite Bollywood actor?
But I love Ayushmann Khurrana. I like Ranveer Singh. I really like Ranbir Kapoor. I really enjoy Alia Bhatt. So it's very difficult to kind of pick one. It's like after a certain age, it's difficult to have one best friend. You have a group of good friends,
Correct.
so it's the same way. So there's a bunch of actors that I like. Yeah.
But on another note, let me ask you the second
Yeah.
last question, which is again, and this is a very important question because the nation wants to know this.
You can't use that anymore. There's a whole
serious.
bunch of cases going on.
So the good part about our show is nobody apart from people in Ayman watch it. So the good part about this is that it's never going to catch national headlines.
No, but holding you to that point, I have to really credit Ayman. The minute you put up a story, the minute I share it, my entire feed where I'm tagged was filled with Ayman people, kind of like tagging me in it. So I thought it was very nice because it's good to see a community of
Yay!
intellectuals doing that. So it's cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so basically he's just telling you don't spam him the next time, guys.
No, not at all. I love, dude. I'm an actor, man.
The reason we do it is that just in case you missed my story, you missed the main page story, you can't miss so many stories and so many messages, and it's also to let audiences across know your next project, the next project that you're going to be taking up.
There's a sense of ambiguity that is constantly there in our field, and there's also a sense of secrecy that you do, so people kind of stay interested in you. So as much as I'd like to talk about my next project, I can't. These things require a whole bunch of spending money on PR and media and making special announcements. So I'll hold it for that one.
So I won't probe too much, but is this special of season 2? Are you coming back with the season 2 anytime soon?
I mean, season 2 wouldn't require me to sign it because that goes in the first contract. This is something else.
So I think that for your fans to be hooked on to, and I think all of them are super excited to watch you in your next upcoming project. My last question to you, and on answering this question, you get 1 million.
Thank you.
You get 1 million Zimbabwean dollars transferred to bank account.
I could use some of that with the okay at the moment.
So it's the only problem is, please hear carefully, is 1 million Zimbabwean dollars. So by the time it reaches your bank account, whether it will be
वो भी चल जाएगा भाई इस
negative or
time पे.
positive, we don't know.
Yeah.
And please note that this is going to be circulated to a lot of people in IMA. Which
Okay.
is your favorite platform to address young people? and there are two options. One is called IIMUN or
Okay.
IMON, and the second one
Okay.
is called India's International Movement to Unite Nations. Now, I want you to think for a second and only then answer, because it's a very,
Say the same,
very
buddy.
important question.
I'll take the same.
This guy's done his homework here. This guy's done his homework, and I think he's.
That's not true. So I'll tell you, this complex is genuine. Yeah. When I was really young, and this is a true story, one of my girlfriends who was a real intellectual, and this was somewhere in my 9th or my 10th standard. She was going there, and she joined the IMAN, and I felt like such a dud, and I was like, damn, man, this is awful. Like, she's hot, and she's intellectual, so she's making me look really bad.
Fine, can I take two questions from the audience if that's all right?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Super. So, there are a lot of questions about. Okay, so this is the problem, because there's nothing that motivates me to work out. What's the thing that motivates you to work out as such?
Wow, man, how the hell did you do this? That's very cool. I have to learn how to do this. What motivates me to work out? It's true. I don't know most of these things, but that's pretty cool that you can do that. What motivates me to work out? I think just this is the one part of my life that is in absolute my control. My body is my only tool. So if I can accomplish anything on that front, I just feel very superhero-like, that I feel I can do anything for the rest of the day. And I just generally think, good endorphins are good. They kind of put you in a good mood. If, people feel like, if you work out, you get tired. But in fact, for me, working out the first thing in the morning really allows me to achieve the rest of my day and attack the day. So yeah, I think just that basic sensibility is what drives me every day.
Super. And the last question that I want to ask you is, who has been the one to inspire you and serve as a role model during your journey?
Time and again, it's been different people. I like I said, it's not just one person that kind of inspires you through your life. For every single facet of my life, I feel I draw inspiration from different people. I primarily became an actor for the simple adulation that I had for Shah Rukh Khan, but it's grown tenfolds from there. Today I look at anybody's work today. In fact, at times I look at Alia Bhatt's work and I'm like, shit, I want to be an actor like that. So it's very difficult to kind of put it down to one person. There's a whole bunch of people that kind of inspire me for my work. But that's my work, that aside, I feel, just my emotional maturity has come from, a lot of people's collaboration into my life. So yeah, it's a whole lot of people. It's the people that I surround myself with. I make an effort to kind of be around people that inspire me and add value to my life.
You forgot a very important person.
Rishabh. Yeah, no, I figured.
Well, I'm just joking, but you've been an absolute delight to have, buddy. I think there have been very few people who've been as candid, honest, upfront, and understanding what the purpose of the show is. And as somebody who reveres both your work and now the person that you are, I think I'm looking forward to hanging out with you and making the first friend that I have.
Most definitely, man.
First friend.
I'll come grab a drink at your balcony, man. You've got a nicer view than I do. Done.
So I don't think so, but you're always welcome.
Done. Sounds like a plan.
Done, buddy. But it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for spending time. This guy from emulating Shah Rukh Khan,
man, likewise,
and wanting to become an actor, he's now gone on to inspire so many people to become the next Karan Tacker.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much for the lovely words. I genuinely had fun doing this. All the best to you. I think you're a fantastic host, and you should figure a way to kind of take this up.
And to that girl, and because and for no other reason but the fact that you mentioned a bunch of things, and especially the girl who's from Dhirubhai Ambani who is ruined this opportunity. I think you missed out on the man. That's it. That's it. I'm going to let him leave at this juncture, and I'm just going to say thank you very much, Karan, for doing what you have.
Thank you so much for having me, and all the best to you, and definitely looking forward to kind of being at one of your concerts.
Super. Bye, buddy. Take care. Bye.